All right, ladies, gentlemen, everyone else, welcome back. Episode 55. We're off of the PFTP. So today, let's just start with, how are you?
Fantastic.
All right, so then last week we didn't decide on anything to talk about specifically. You wanted to go in hot and heavy with let's talk about ourselves. So I'll actually just toss it to you and see where you want to start.
Well, there's two things, actually.
Okay.
I think today is a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Great day. It's early in the morning. One could say that we woke up today rising and shining.
Okay.
Do those two words mean anything to you?
Rising. Oh, I see where you're going with this. Hold on. Let me put on my shades. I see exactly where you're going with this. Are you trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, fuck. Fucking future's too bright. Need these fucking shades on. Is that where you're going with this?
I mean, we can go that way too.
Oh, were you... Whoops. Or were you talking about new album by Rising 88? That's what you meant.
Rising 88?
Yeah. All right. I see
no
where you're
idea
going.
Who that is.
Oh, never mind.
For a second, I was like, oh shit, you don't live under a rock.
Rich, Chiga. Make that clear. Rich Chiga? Joji?
I know who Rich Chiga is.
They have a group called Rise. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Then am I living under a rock? I haven't kept up with them.
What do you mean?
So over the past week, there's been a viral new commodity that everybody's been listening to. And
okay.
You are aware who Kylie Jenner is?
Yeah.
So I guess she was giving a tour of her workspace where she, works, conducts business. And part of the video, there was a scene where she is basically giving a tour of where her daughter gets to hang out while she works. And at the time, she was currently taking a nap. And there's the very next shot, it's of Kylie turning on the lights and going, rise and shine. And the internet just took that and flew with it. They turned it into first like an EDM song. All these memes came out about it. People have it as their ringtones, as their alarm.
Mm-hmm.
More recently just got set up as a dubstep song. Literally everything right now is all about rise and shine.
So they took the sound bit from it and created all different types of memes and videos, audios, and music, all types of different stuff.
Literally music, and that's literally everything that's on the internet right now.
What about it? If I heard of it? No, I did not hear about it. So she was just sleeping?
The baby was sleeping. It's just Kylie Jenner.
Wait, the baby?
The baby was sleeping, but the video is of Kylie turning on the lights in her little nap room and singing her like rise and shine.
She has a baby?
Like just to wake her up. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah, she has a baby with Travis Scott.
Wait. Are they married, engaged, or they just have a kid?
There's rumors that they just split up, but I don't know. I don't really follow it. I don't really care enough to follow it. But yeah, she's was with Travis Scott.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even know they were dating or together or anything. Huh. Yeah, I didn't hear about that either. The big things that... Wait. All right, so now I'm kind of wondering where and... I guess I'll start with where. Where do you get your information from?
Where? A lot of it's word of mouth. People tell me, oh, have you seen this? Or then the second biggest source would just be if I'm on some type of social media when I'm during like my downtime. If I'm scrolling, I see the memes, I see people's stories of people reposting memes, and I'm just like, half the time I don't understand what's going on or why they're putting the skull face emoji to emulate that they're dead from all the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay. Sometimes I'm curious enough to actually look into it, and this was one of those.
So word of mouth and what social medias? You said last time you don't go on Facebook, so I'm assuming
Don't go on Facebook.
It's Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter,
And
for
I'm
the most part.
assuming from those two, it'd be primarily Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't get mine from word of mouth and I'm assuming when you say word of mouth, you mean coworkers mainly.
Coworkers, friends, yeah. That, we have those group chats where people send videos or memes that they came across and they want to share it with us. Like, yo, I thought this was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Respond, like it, so I know that you also think it's funny. I'm pretty sure that's what most people think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's funny. I thought it was funny. There was like a follow-up video once the EDM song came out, that Kylie showed to her daughter, and she goes, "Oh, that's me. That's mommy. Do you like mommy singing?" And she goes, and like the baby hands Kylie the phone and goes, "Daddy, put daddy's music." She didn't want to listen to her own mom. She'd rather listen to Travis Scott.
How old was the kid?
The kid is young. I think maybe a year, a little over a year.
What's your earliest memory as a kid?
Saturday. It's a Saturday morning. Waking up and like scavenging through a closet that we had in a hallway when I used to live in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
We had a hallway and there was a closet, and I would scavenge through it. I found a blanket and I wrapped myself up really tight with it, and I was watching cartoons.
All right.
Like to the point where it could have looked like I was like swaddled. Like, how you swaddle a baby to like make them really tight when they're really young.
Wait, what's swaddle?
So with newborns, you swaddle them into a blanket, kind of like a cocoon.
So
they're like this.
Well, I mean,
super tight.
swaddling means wrap. You wrapped?
Yeah, I believe that's the term. That's what I hear a lot of parents say.
Oh, I've never heard that word.
Yeah,
swaddle. You know what? Because it has the S and W, it reminds me of swamp.
Swamp.
Just because of the S and W, I'm sure they're not related, or maybe they are. So they swaddled. So it was cold, I'm assuming, because you got a blanket.
Probably. I know there's other memories that are from when I was even younger, but I don't remember them first person point of view, if that makes sense. I remember them in third person only because I saw them on video. That was when my parents used to record everything. So I've seen those videos and I've seen exactly what's happened. I just don't remember it first person. I remember it kind of like an out of body experience, basically.
Like a dream, like a third person point of view.
Yeah.
Do you know what second person point of view is?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I just know that there's first person when you're reading, there's third person when you're reading, there's omnipresent when you're reading, and second person.
What's omnipresent?
It's when you can both... First person is when you're writing it in terms of the character. I, me. Third person would be you, your, he, she. Omnipresent is when you switch back and forth. You're kind of like the god of the retelling of the story. So you can be I, he, she. You switch back forth between them.
Have you ever talked to somebody who talks in the third person.
Pedro has.
Oh man,
Have I ever talked to someone?
Yeah.
Not in a serious No, never.
I have. It was really weird and off-putting at first.
Wait, they weren't joking? That's how they speak on regularly?
Yeah.
Wait.
And
All right, hold on. So I'll be you. What were the Let's talk this out. I'll be you and you be the third person.
okay, I'll change their name for.
What's the scenario? Where were you at?
I was in high school actually.
Okay, where were you at though?
G-Haw?
Okay.
It had to be G-Haw.
All right, hold on. Let me embody Steve. All right, I'll be you.
I wasn't that cool.
No, you did have these shades though. Not these exactly, but some.
Oh, I did.
All right.
But I think they were a little too big for my face.
All right. I'll be you. You be. Make up a name for this other male or female.
It was definitely a female. I feel like only females talk about themselves in the third person.
All right. So what's her made up name? All right.
What's a good name? Gabby.
All right. So then I'm going to G Hall, lunch or nutrition, or passing classes, or
Had to be passing classes.
oh, okay. So you don't have that much time. All right. So I'll be you. Hold on. How did you speak? All right. I'll go first. The bell has just rang. You're going in between classes. Let's say it's between third and fourth period. The period doesn't matter, but you're going in between classes. You're going to your class, and then you see her name was Gabby.
We'll say her name is Gabby.
Yeah, yeah. Her made up name is Gabby. So I'm walking. Just got out of class. I'm you. So I see Gabby, and then I go, "Oye, mami, un segundo."
Oh no, that's not what happened.
I'm you. All right, just go with it.
Shit.
Oye, mami, ¿qué tal?
Hi.
No, I'm just playing. How are you?
Oh, Gabby is good.
Wait, what?
Gabby's good.
Why are you talking?
Gabby's walking to class now.
Why are you talking to yourself in the third
Are you
person?
going to walk with Gabby?
What? Wait.
Yeah.
Why are you talking? No, keep going. Why are you talking to yourself in the third person?
Gabby doesn't know.
Can Gabby tell me?
Gabby's just walking to class. Are you going to walk with Gabby?
Is Gabby going to keep talking like that?
Gabby wants to keep talking to Steven.
Well, in that case, Steven wants to keep talking to Gabby.
Then Steven should walk with Gabby.
Does the fair maiden wish to hold Steven's hand?
Gabby's and Steven's friendship was not like that.
Oh. Okay. In that case, going back, I'll backtrack. I didn't say that. You didn't say that. So then I got this friendship. All right. So then what was the last thing you said? Does Gabby want to walk with Steven? And then I do this. And if you don't know what that is, I just went straight in for that ass slap. And then I look at her and say, and then I look at her and say, Steven, make it clap.
Oh man.
And then I can see you getting annoyed. Nah, for real, Gabby. So are you gonna keep talking to yourself like that?
Gabby does what Gabby does.
Fuck you then. I'm out. And then you leave.
Probably.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Probably verbatim is what was said.
Wait for
The confusion in my face was like, what the fuck? And then she started talking about the conversation then proceeded to be where she would talk about her in the first person and also brought me in the third person.
So it would be yesterday I went to go to the store and I found something, and then Steven thought, why is Gabby doing that? Something like that?
No, sorry. She stayed in the third person, and then
okay.
When she would address me, she addressed me in the third person as well.
Yeah, she stayed in third person.
Yeah, but it was weird.
Wait, was this throughout the entire time that you knew her?
She had her moments, I'm guessing.
Honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I would have probably rode with it.
Probably.
I feel like you would get annoyed of that.
Yeah. Just a bit. But it happens, whatever.
No, it doesn't happen. People don't speak to themselves in the third person on purpose. Unless they're trying to do some skit or doing something. Yeah, I've never met anyone to seriously talk to another person in the third person. Although that does sound kind of cool.
Does Pedro think so? Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But only if they commit. Like, I want to hear their thoughts. Because now, if they're really speaking in the third person, then they better share their thoughts. So it would be like... yeah, they better share their thoughts. Or else they're not really committing. They're just picking and choosing what they want to say in the third person. It would be like if I was talking in the third person to you, then you were asking me some question. Yo, do you want to go here? Pedro doesn't want to go. And then you stop talking to me, but then I keep going. Pedro remembers this one time when he went to something, and he recalls back to where this person was hiding behind something, and then he came at him. And ever since that day, Pedro has hated to go back to that place. Like, I just gave you my reasoning why without you asking me, because I'm talking in the third person. I'm assuming she didn't do that.
No, not at all.
It was only just like a response thing.
Yeah.
I feel like she just wanted to annoy you.
Probably.
Because it probably would have worked. Not even you, just anyone she talked to, just to annoy them.
Maybe. It's really weird, though. I feel like that would only be cool if you were like narrating your own life, but if you had like that Morgan Freeman voice.
I don't think the voice matters. It would be different than what we're used to hearing, and because it's different, then we're not accustomed to it.
I mean, picture a small little, like, when I say squeaky, I mean squeaky voice.
Yeah, but that's annoying regardless if it's first, second, third, or anything.
Yeah. I feel like I would get past the awkwardness, the confusion right away if you had like a Morgan Freeman voice.
What do you mean if?
Yeah, if somebody was doing that and they had...
Yeah, well, what do you mean if? Don't you mean because I have one, that's why it sounds...
I feel like your voice is in the middle.
I feel like my voice is high.
High?
High as in high pitched. As in it's not deep like this. It's more... It's not high pitched like this either. It's in the middle of between those two. But I would say it's in the higher middle, where it's a bit higher.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, I hear my voice. It's high pitched, but not like this. Just mid high.
How do you feel when you hear your own voice?
Honestly, I get turned on.
Because I feel like I have a deep voice, but when I listen to myself in like voice recordings, I feel like I could be considered high pitched.
Wait, you're just gonna skip over that? Not gonna follow up with any questions?
Which one?
Never mind. Moving on.
Did I miss it? Damn, my bad.
Do I say so much random stuff that you guys just ignore it? I feel like Eva just ignores it too.
Nah.
I feel like I just randomly say, you know what? I'm just gonna get a tattoo of this and that, and then everyone just and then Daisy and her just go, yeah. So anyway, then I just say, you guys just gonna skip over that? I'm saying I'm gonna get a tattoo. And you know what? Because of that, now I'm gonna get another one. And then they go, yeah, we heard you. Anyway, so
I think it's more they're just so used to it. It doesn't surprise them that you say those things anymore.
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Because I don't think you said anything outlandish to make me have a follow-up question.
Just said my voice turns me on.
Oh, yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Wait, that's natural. That's cool.
If you don't think highly of yourself, then I find that to be a problem.
Wait, say it again. If you do,
if you don't think highly of yourself, I find that to be a problem.
Wait. We're gonna break this down. So you're saying
let's break it down. If you don't think highly of yourself, to the point where like, yeah,
where I turn myself on from just hearing my voice, and there's
technically everybody has the ability to turn themselves on,
but specifically from hearing their voice, just the voice.
Yeah.
What? No, I don't do that. I've never done that. Just by hearing my own voice? No.
Well, okay. Obviously, I didn't take you literal, but
wait. Then what did you think I meant?
As in, I took it more as you think the sound of your own voice turns you on. So I'm like, all right. So that means I kind of like dissected it, as in how I felt you said what you meant by that, and I feel that what you meant by that is that you are aware of what you're capable of doing and you are confident in that, so that high confidence is a turn on, or at least should be seen as a turn on.
Okay, I see where you went with it, but
that's why it just went.
All right.
When you said it, I didn't think of it as outlandish. So I'm like, yeah,
that was a very rational way to rationalize it. Okay, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
All right. It's not what I meant, but let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I did not take it literal.
Okay. So anyway, first person, third person.
Yeah, first person, third person. I mean, shoot. How long could you keep it going if you were talking in third person? I feel like it takes, like, you have to actively really think about what you're saying before it comes out of your mouth.
Not
unless you're like always writing. For example, like if you're always writing short stories, or you're maybe writing a novel or something, and you're used to writing about people in the third person, that could transfer a lot easier from your head to your vocals.
Maybe. But you said how long could you keep it up? Indefinitely if you wanted to, I guess.
But I'm saying it would be difficult to not make mistakes. Like keep it up without making a mistake, or without there being a significant lag in conversation. It's like we were talking,
yeah,
and the conversation is going at a somewhat fast pace. For you to think about what you're gonna say, and then I have to say it.
I think it'd be more challenging just because we're not used, because that's not how we speak in everyday life. I think it'd still be possible to do it.
Probably.
But anyway, moving away from that first person, third person thing. What else you got?
What else do I got? Let's talk about a little about the month, the exact month that we're in.
October? What about
October. Some say sober October. Some say Inktober. October means a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. And it's the primary season to go get scared. Go pay to get scared.
Yeah, why is that? Well, because of Halloween, but why else? And do we only do it in the US? Do they trick or treat in the UK? Or anywhere else?
Probably not.
I would assume not. So why do we do it here? Because isn't Halloween associated with Nordic folklore? I'm not sure if you know, and I'm not exactly sure on it as well.
I actually don't know.
Where did I hear it from? I think I've heard it from psychology class or sociology class, where Christmas and Halloween Halloween specifically was taken from another culture, and it was supposed to be that on October 31st that monsters would literally come out from the depths of hell searching for children. Was it Supernatural where I heard it? I think I might have seen an episode of Supernatural from it as well, where they were saying that what is it, jack-o'-lantern, Jack
The pumpkins?
the pumpkin, but there was an actual monster with the name Jack.
Yeah.
What else is it? Jack-o'-lantern, Jack something?
Jack Skeleton?
I don't remember. Well, there was this one specific monster that was half blind for whatever. This is an episode of Supernatural. He was half blind for whatever reason, and because he was half blind, that people would put masks on themselves because he couldn't distinguish between an actual monster, which was his, I guess, servants or subordinates. So he wouldn't attack them, and he would attempt to find children or adults to kill. Have you ever heard that?
No.
For sure, it was an episode of Supernatural, and I remember hearing it in psychology class. How not that story, but how we took the Halloween and Christmas and kind of transformed it and adopted it in our own way.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
The first story was a Supernatural episode, but the adoption culture that I do remember hearing.
I wouldn't be surprised. Don't we take everything from other cultures?
Yeah. Take and adopt and change and then say it's our own.
So
I wouldn't say everything, but
when is it cultural appropriation then?
well, isn't that the actual definition of it?
Yeah, that's why. But when is it a negative thing?
Well,
ain't nobody bitching that we took Halloween from somebody.
It's not when is it a negative, it's when is it a positive.
That's a better question. You're right.
Because I think isn't most, if not close to all of the time, a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're
taking perceived to be negative. Like the one thing, which is why again I don't go on Facebook anymore. So do you remember that story where it was some dude that basically took a picture of this girl and said, my culture is not your prom dress. And this girl wore like a Japanese garment to her prom.
Was that this year or last year?
It might have been last year. And I got really annoyed with that. I think that girl ended up being like, where she was like half Japanese or like really, it was either that or it wasn't like she was just picking it to look nice at her job at this prom. She was like really embracing the culture, like she spoke Japanese or some shit like that, where she was really all about the culture. So I don't know, that really annoyed me, but that's why I don't go on Facebook. So
she was wearing a kimono dress?
Yes, that's what it's called.
But I guess my question is, why was she doing it? And more specifically, what was her intent in doing that? Was she just doing it because it looked cool, or was she doing it?
I think she was doing it just to really embrace the culture. It was more the dude that posted it. It was how he perceived it. So I don't think it's intent. It's how people perceive cultural appropriation that makes it negative.
How people perceive it. But shouldn't the person's intent matter as well?
Yeah.
Because I don't know that, like, getting away from that specific case, going into just anything else. Because if someone else was, let's see, a male was into, or actually, you're into jujitsu. That's not from Mexico. That's from Brazil. But you never do anything to make fun of the sport or to do anything. Aren't you technically appropriating jujitsu from the Brazilian people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wouldn't that girl who wore the dress, her intent matter? I don't know why she was doing it, but it seemed like she just, yeah, actually, I don't know why she was doing it, but the person who got mad, he took it as she's taking our culture away from us.
She's, I guess he thought she was only wearing that to do it for the gram, basically, to stand out, to get people to like her photo or something.
Mm-hmm. And maybe she was.
Maybe she was.
I remember hearing about it. I just didn't really look into it.
But from what I remember, I think the dude got a lot of shit because once, obviously it turned into this big story, and I believe like she was really with it, like with the culture.
What do you mean with it? You mean, yeah, what do you mean with it?
Like really about it. Like she studied it, she embraced it, everything. It wasn't where she was just trying to take it to use it for fashion. Or like that wasn't her sole purpose for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not, like, I don't do jiu-jitsu just to post about it or whatever. I do it because I really like and enjoy the sport. I'm not like, there are a lot of people that start doing it and then they start kind of pronouncing shit like the Brazilians do.
It's kind of weird.
I find that weird, but it's like a normal thing people do.
How many times have you seen that?
So far 3, 4, maybe 5 times.
That's kind of weird. So hold on. So they start training, and then after, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 months, whatever, then they start speaking, or how they would think that a Brazilian person speaks.
Yeah. So Brazilians speak Portuguese, and when if your native tongue is Portuguese, when you start learning how to speak English, you have these certain like speech impediments, I guess, where you see a word that starts with an R, but you're used to pronouncing R's like H's. So they say that they pronounce things how they normally would in Portuguese. So like now
I wouldn't use the word impediment either. It's like a speech. It's something that's common in the language, in the way they speak. So then they try to mimic that.
Why wouldn't you use the word impediment?
Because it doesn't impediment means that it's stopping them or holding them back.
Yeah. So people that speak Portuguese that are learning English, it stops them from pronouncing the word correctly in English because they pronounce it how they would pronounce it in Portuguese.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
But yeah, people like, for example, Ronda Rousey, they'll say Honda Rousey, even though they know specifically it's Ronda. But if you never heard Ronda, they'll say Honda.
How many people go to the gym and then you ask them, yo, what do you train? And they go, I train UFC.
That's never actually happened to me, but I know that.
It hasn't?
No, that a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Or like when people sign up to the UFC gyms, and they want to actually fight. That's a funny one.
Wait, what? If they sign up and they actually want to fight, isn't that why they're signing up?
Yeah, but they're not real fight gyms.
Huh.
Even though they're cool, very cool facilities. Like a lot of them have actual cages in there. They pour a lot of money into them. But yeah, there's no actual like head coach trainer. There aren't other fighters that are actually training there to fight. You have to go to a real fight gym to.
I got you. So it's more of a workout gym where they go to work out, but they don't. No one in there is training to be a professional.
Yeah.
Whereas fight gyms, they have actual people that either are fighting or they want to fight.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. They have programs there where you can train like the fighters, but it's not anything where you're actually training to prepare for a fight. There's like a big difference in those two.
Mm-hmm.
Like training like a fighter and then training and preparing for a fight, way different things, different planes of on this like imaginary graph.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I don't know.
Did you hear about the firefight in Mexico?
Firefight in Culiacan?
Yeah, so you did hear about it.
I saw the videos.
I only saw the popular one, I guess, on the news that Fox or CBS took.
I saw 2 videos. One from a building where people are running, and then one where the dude's in the truck. And he's like in the middle of it, pulls over into a gas station, is like hiding behind the truck now.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
What were your initial thoughts?
I didn't know what it was, and from the video I saw, it didn't really show anything. It just showed, it was mostly just a newscaster speaking, saying that El Chapo's son, which first of all, I didn't even know he had a son.
I didn't know that either.
So I was like, oh, he has a son? And then when they said son, I was like, oh, he might be a kid. And then I saw the picture. I was like, oh, he's like 20 or 30, maybe 40.
I didn't see the news. I read about it. I don't know. But my initial thought was I don't believe that's El Chapo's son. I think that's just a story they're running with.
I feel like they would fact check that. I don't know if they would just throw out his son's name and not really know that. Or I shouldn't say not really know, but not be certain that he was in that area. Around that area.
Because I think the headline I read was like possibility of El Chapo's son sighting. It wasn't actually confirmed.
Yeah, see, so the news was kind of vague. They made it sound in 2 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
They made it sound like first they captured him, there was a firefight, they got overpowered, and then they let him go. They also made it sound like he was in the area, they cornered him, there was a firefight, and then he escaped. So I'm not really sure what they're saying. They keep saying that they had a hold of him. But so I don't know if that means they had him and he got away, or they kind of cornered him and he got away.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. That video though, my first real initial thoughts is, why are you gonna pull into a gas station and you're in the middle of a firefight? I think that's the most dangerous place to be.
You think it's gonna be like a movie? They're gonna shoot the gas and then the gas is gonna blow up?
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually happens. When I say I don't know, I'm not sure if you can just shoot, if a bullet going through one of those gas machines would just cause an explosion.
Because the machines all the tanks are underground, where all the gas is. But there were cars filling up their gas tanks in the video around. So I feel like if a stray bullet either hits one of the lines or some part of the machine where the pump is, I feel like it's a possibility it might blow up.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. But I don't know if it happens often. Well, obviously it doesn't happen often. If that were to happen, that it would blow up. Because when I think about it, I understand what you're saying, and the image I have is like a movie. Like when you're watching some kind of movie, TV show, whatever, and when the car runs into the gas, I'm not even sure what they're called, the holders, the fillers.
It's a pump. It's an actual pump that sucks it out of the ground.
Right. And if it was a movie, then in the movie or TV show, the car would hit, and on impact, you would see it blow up. Like a big explosion. And in my head, I know that's what they're showing in the movies. I just don't know if a car were to actually hit one, what would happen? I'm not saying it wouldn't explode. I just don't know how big that explosion would be if it did happen.
I don't think it'll be as exaggerated. I have seen a gas station on fire.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I've seen it because there was a gas station block away from my house that engulfed in flames because a RV hit it or something like that. And I saw as they were trying to take the fire. I didn't see how it actually started or how it engulfed in flames, but yeah, I don't think it'll be as dramatic like the movies.
Because I've seen real YouTube videos where some car would hit or something would happen, and it wouldn't be an explosion. It would be more that the gasoline that was exposed would catch fire, and then everything else would start to slowly burn, and then eventually everything caught fire.
Very true. Well, I probably was a victim to what I see in the movies then, because my initial thought was all the rapid fire that's happening. But my thought was the gas station's about to blow up. You're right there. You're dumb.
Did you ever hear about the gas pipe in Mexico that blew up?
No.
I think it was 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. So there's gas lines that are running throughout Mexico, and oftentimes people dig there and they expose those lines and they go into them and then they take the gasoline. So imagine, let me pick a specific place, Balboa Park. And for everyone else, just a park. So Balboa Park empty. And in the middle of it, there's a gas line. So there's this giant, I'm not sure if it's metal. I'm assuming it's metal pipe. And the size of it would be about anywhere from 3 feet to bigger or smaller. Let's say 3 feet. So it's right here and it goes in a circle. There's gas running through it. People go into Balboa. They dig. They expose it. They somehow break it. I'm not sure what they do to open it so they could get the
drill into it, maybe siphon it out.
I think that's what caused the explosion.
Oh, sure.
The drilling of it somehow caused a spark, and then it eventually exploded. So in the videos 2-3 months ago, you can see it's someone recording from far away before the explosion. So it's kind of like a Yellowstone, the geyser. It's kind of like a geyser, which is continuous. And you see people going there with buckets. They're getting gasoline. They're coming back. And then the second video is post-explosion. Or I think some people actually caught the explosion where it's nighttime now. And all you see is the flames go up. Just like a Hollywood movie. You know when the car would hit the gas pump and it would blow up? Just like that. So it caught fire, and then you see people that are burning, running away from it. Kind of like, what movie? What movie was there some explosion? You see people running away from the fire. Movie, TV show? Can't think of one.
Can't think of one either.
But you can kind of see what I'm saying, that there was a big fire and people were going out of that fire and they were burned.
Damn, I have to look that up. I didn't know that.
3 months ago, maybe 4.
That's crazy. As soon as you said the people steal gas, I immediately thought, oh, they Fast and Furious it. Because I think the opening scene of Fast and Furious 5 is when they're stealing, what's it called? The one of those gas trucks.
No, I don't remember what happened in the first scene.
They're like driving down a highway, and it's like a, I guess, tribute to one of the first scenes from the first movie. There's a truck, and they pull up on it. They break one, like the link that attaches both gas tanks, both big gas containers, and then they steal one, and then they give it away to the people.
Oh, I see. They took an actual tanker.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like that, except it's a pipe.
Easier, I'm guessing, if you know what you're doing.
Which is funny, too, because the year before, or last December, when I was in Mexico, my uncle actually went to one of those.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He didn't go to the actual pipe. Some people went, they filled up barrels, and then they were selling the barrels. So he just went to go to someone's house, I guess, or wherever they were selling it, and paid a pretty small fee, and he got a bucket full of gas. Either a bucket or a tank. Tank as in those big, those blue ones. one of those.
Wow.
So I guess it was a common thing. I don't know if the people are still doing it. I would assume that because of that, they got hesitant.
Hesitant doesn't mean they won't still stop.
Yeah, so I said, I'm sure they'll still do it.
I think wherever the money is, people are gonna go for it.
And I don't know if it was my mom or someone else was telling me that. Who was telling me? Or did I see it on the news? I might have seen it on the news where they were saying that the governor, the president, I think they have a president, right?
Mexico? That's a president.
Do they have governors too?
I'm pretty sure, but I'm basing my knowledge off of Narcos. So yeah.
I was going to say, I think he knew about it and he was letting it happen, but I forgot why. Or was I watching Narcos as well? I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I probably get most of my news from Mexico from you, probably.
What? I don't speak about it often.
There you go. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there.
It's the first time I've spoken about it.
Like anything that I watch that has to do with anything like in Mexico or Mexican news, TV shows or anything, I just find it so exaggerated, the way they talk, the way they're trying to. I immediately think of Casos de la Vida Real, where they're like telling true stories, but they're super exaggerated, and it's always because a flower blooms that things turn out to be good at the end. I
feel like I've heard of that before. That's a telenovela.
It's kind of like Law and Order.
Okay, that style,
but super exaggerated. And instead of following a group of detectives, it's always a different family or person, different place, different thing that's happening. But it's always something bad that happens, and then somebody's grandma is praying and for a safe return, and then obviously it's a TV show, so there's always resolution to something, to the problem, but so exaggerated.
But isn't that, they're all like that? And what would be the US version of that? Sitcoms? No, not sitcoms. Would it be sitcoms? Like from that show that you were speaking of, the US version? No, not the US version, but yeah, I guess the US version would be sitcoms. That's what I would connect it to. Because I know actually here they also have dramas as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm not sure if those dramas are popular. Like Full House or the Boy Meets World type of shows.
Maybe. I think that the best way to compare it would be Law and Order. Just because every episode is something different. It's a different case. It's not a continuous like story that's building episode after episode. So maybe.
You ever watch Law and Order?
Yeah.
You ever follow it seriously for a period of time?
No, I usually just get into the I'll come across it randomly, and they never just play one. They're always like 4 or 5 hours of just back to back Law and Order. So I'll watch one maybe mid episode, and I'll get really into it, and I was like, oh cool, another one's starting, and then on, and after like the second hour, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, but for the Law and Order ones, did they used to group them back to back? As in one episode of Law and Order and then another episode of Law and Order?
Probably not. When I watch it, it's most likely reruns. I don't even know if the show's still like current.
No, I meant the reruns, because before, when this might have been 12 years ago, when I would watch it seriously, I remember I would come home and CSI Miami would be on first, and then some other like NCIS would be next, and then another one of those crime dramas. And Law and Order, the SVUs, they would be on a different channel, and those would be back to back to back. So it'd be a Law and Order SVU, another Law and Order SVU, back to back in the same channel with another Law and Order SVU.
Yeah. That's how I was watching it, because I didn't have to change the channel. I just kept going.
Because it was Law and Order back to back, I got kind of annoyed of it. Not annoyed. Yeah, annoyed. First, I got bored of it because it's like it's a different story, but it's the same characters. And I think the other method where it's different shows worked a lot better.
I think so.
And it kind of reminds me of YouTube, because that's kind of how YouTube is. When you're watching something, you'll watch let's say you're watching jujitsu doing a move, and then it would switch over to either another jujitsu move or maybe something in the fighting realm, where it would group similar clips back to back, but not the same exact ones.
Well, do you have the autoplay turned on YouTube?
I have it turned off.
I have it turned off because I fucking hate it. Hate it when the video ends, and I want to like scroll back to rewatch something. Like, for example, if I'm watching a jiu-jitsu move, I'm not gonna learn it in one. I keep on rewinding it.
Yeah.
First I look at the arms, and I look at what he does with his hips, then legs, what he's looking at, which way he's pulling, pushing, all these things. I have to watch it multiple times. But if it just automatically switches to the next one once it ends, it's very annoying. Very annoying. Or maybe the next video that plays, I don't want to watch it, and now it comes up on my watch history. Really annoying.
Would you ever pay for YouTube Red?
No.
I was thinking about it. I like the fact that, like Spotify and iTunes, when we hear something, that you can just lock your phone or turn off the screen.
I do like that.
That's one thing I wish
you can do that on Netflix.
You can?
Yeah.
Since when?
I've been doing it for a while. So
no way.
100% you can do it. You play that's what I did back when we did the episode on the blues singer, that documentary.
Oh, the Netflix one.
I watched it during work. So I played it, I turned it off, made my screen black, and then I clicked on the screen, and you know how you have that like mini player that comes up on your home screen before you unlock your phone? I just clicked play, and it'll just continue playing.
And you can hear the sound, but I'm assuming no video.
No video, because the screen's turned off.
Yeah.
But everything keeps going. I even found it helpful when I'm just trying to listen. I can get out of the actual app, swipe down, push play, it keeps playing, then I'll go on Instagram or something, or go back to my emails, text messaging, everything.
I wish YouTube had that, because sometimes I want to watch YouTube videos, but yeah, go on, check my emails or check my messages, but I can't because you have to close YouTube, then the video audio stops, and then you have to go to the other apps.
That's the one thing that I do miss about Android, because we used to be able to split screens.
So you can have multiple open.
I can have multiple open, so I would keep the YouTube videos open and then do my text messages or do everything else that I had to do. I wish Apple would come out with that, or at least do that feature on FaceTime.
Does Android have its own app, like iMessage?
No.
Because WhatsApp is a third party, right? It's not okay. I wasn't sure if it was third party or an Android feature.
Nah, it's third party. I think Android just has the regular text message feature, nothing like iMessage.
In the regular Android one, can you video chat?
No, you have to download a third party app that allows you to video chat.
Okay.
But this third party app will allow you to do it with iPhones and other users.
Wait, doesn't WhatsApp do that?
I don't know. I've never really used WhatsApp.
Damn, I haven't had an Android since my Note 3. And I think now they're in what, Note 10? 11? 11 or 10?
I think they're at 10.
Wait, what phone do you have right now? Oh, well, you have the iPhone X?
I have the iPhone X. iPhone X.
You gonna keep it?
Yeah.
You gonna keep getting an iPhone for your next phone?
I don't want to, but I don't see any other phone on the market that's good enough to make me want to leave.
Hmm.
The only reason I'm staying is because of the ease when it comes to texting. Like the iMessage.
Yeah, yeah.
The way to communicate is a lot easier. There's no obstacles. No, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, between the devices, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because iPhones are primarily popular here, and I think everywhere else. I think everywhere else it's Android.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, how are we gonna end this?
Oh, damn. We're at... That's right. I don't know.
Actually, you know what? You do you. End it how you want to.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Bye.